Meet Sabita. She's 68 and lives on the streets of Mumbai, India's largest city. Diagnosed with leprosy when she was just a teenager, she has spent her entire adult life living in desperate poverty. Disabled by the disease and rejected by her family, she lives alone, excluded and forgotten. There are no social services or NHS in India. There is literally no one to help her. She survives by begging. My name is Phillippa Hanna. I've come to Mumbai to meet Sabita and to witness the conditions people affected by leprosy live in. I've also come to see how the leprosy mission here is working to change their lives. India has the highest rate of leprosy in the world. Its huge, overcrowded cities are ideal breeding grounds for the disease. Those affected by it are shunned and excluded. They're forced to live alone, in the shadows, ignored by all those around them. For over 140 years, the Leprosy Mission has worked to bring compassion and care to people affected by the disease. To find out more about its work, I've come to talk to Michael Quadros, the manager of the Leprosy Mission in Mumbai. I began by asking him how bad the situation was here.
Leprosy is a big problem in the city of Mumbai. Every person in the city rejects them. From wherever they are, people just reject these people who are affected by leprosy. We are the only ones who help them, and if we were not there, perhaps there would be nobody else.
Michael took me to meet Sabita. Mumbai's streets are clogged with traffic as cars and taxis fight to get past each other. The noise and pollution are just overwhelming. I felt frightened just crossing the road. I can't imagine how Sabita must feel sitting so close to it all day. Sabita's story is a sad one. Her family abandoned her when she was diagnosed with leprosy. With nowhere to go and no one to help her, she was forced to live on the streets. She's now been here for 51 years. Her leprosy has been cured, but she is still an outcast, still shunned and ignored.
It's just heartbreaking, to think she's my mum's age. I just keep seeing what would it look like, how would it feel if that was my mum sitting there by the side of the road waiting for a good Samaritan. And I think the only sort of light at the end of this tunnel is that people can be a good Samaritan by supporting the Leprosy Mission. That to me is the light and the hope at the end of this tunnel, is that it's not completely hopeless. People can actually give and make a difference for people like Sabita.
Leprosy-affected people are hard to reach. Many are unable or too poor to travel, so the Leprosy Mission comes to them. Every day of the week, a mobile clinic takes to the road to bring expert medical care and attention to those in desperate need. On board is a doctor and a team of nurses who can treat the wounds and injuries caused by leprosy. As people motivated by the love of God, they also bring His love and compassion. They let people know they are not alone, that they are accepted and valued. This truly is a special service that continues the work of Jesus by providing a lifeline to so many people for whom there is no one else. And as Michael explains, this is not a one-off visit. It's a lifeline that will come back week after week.
Even though one wound is bandaged and healed, in the course of the time they get hurt again, and again there is a wound and the bleeding happens. So they need care again and again. It's an ongoing process that has to be given to them.
The work of the mobile clinic is impressive, but resources are limited and it's unable to reach all those who need it. The Leprosy Mission desperately needs our help to ensure the clinic continues to give its life-saving support to those affected by leprosy. As the day draws to a close, I've come to say goodbye to Sabita. We find her getting ready to sleep, but there's no comfortable bed for her. Instead, her mattress is a thin sack on the pavement and her pillow a plastic bag of rags. There is no escape for her. The only world she knows is this lonely, dark piece of pavement. I ask her how she felt about living all alone on the street.
Because of the leprosy, I am ostracised. I have no family. No one cares for me. I have to make my own way in life. I live alone. I will probably die alone. There is no one.
I feel guilty about leaving her like this, but I am comforted to know that with our support, the Leprosy Mission will be there for her very soon.
These last few days in Mumbai have been a very harrowing experience, have made me feel incredibly uncomfortable. If it wasn't for the work of the Leprosy Mission, people like Michael and his team who just show up day in, day out, week after week, with such consistency, I just don't know what hope these people would have. I don't know how they would get through their day-to-day life. It's amazing not only that they receive medical care, they receive what they need and their needs are met, but it's just that company and the affection and the love they receive from the Leprosy Mission. It's such amazing work, and a regular gift from you can make sure that the Leprosy Mission are here to stay.
Please give £6 a month or whatever you can afford by direct debit to ensure that people like Sabita can receive ongoing treatment and care in the months and years to come. Thank you.